I'm going to play a video for you from this TP Action Turning Point USA event that's been going on the last few days in Phoenix, Arizona. And I'm going to show you this clip because it is so relevant and emblematic to what the American right wing has become at this time. We used to have debates between left and right about things like, should the top tax rate be where it is? Should it be higher or should it be lower? That was a big debate at one point between left and right. Or, for example, to what degree should United States use foreign policy to try to spread what we believe is the best system of government around the world? That was a debate that was had. We now have such a disconnect where the debate is on the left, hey, maybe the top tax rate should be higher. And on the right, maybe women shouldn't have the right to vote. I'm not kidding. Take a look at this video. This is The Blaze's Jason Whitlock. He's a black man, and that's relevant here because he went on stage and said, it's not really necessary for women to vote. Maybe just one vote per household like it used to be when only men could vote or whatever. Maybe we don't need all these different groups voting. And it's particularly disturbing when his group, black folks, were once denied the right to vote, and then once they were 3/5 of a vote. And this is where the right is. And anybody playing the both sides game needs to have a rude awakening. This is what the right has become. Take a look at this.
And so they have recreated this history that, oh God, it was all just sexism, and we didn't have the right to vote until Susan B. Anthony and the women's suffrage movement. And I will defend life before suffrage because a vote used to represent the family. When we were a culture that really...
What he means is when only men could vote, each family got one vote as represented by the one man in the household.
We valued family and really understood the natural order that God intended. Man serving God, woman following man who serves God, man and woman developing and nurturing children. You only needed one vote per household because that vote was about the entire family, as they have destroyed our family structure and made this all an individual pursuit.
Women getting to vote themselves is part of the destruction of the family and toxic individualism. Quite an argument, huh? Quite an argument.
Now everybody has to have a vote, and everybody has an agenda that a lot of times has nothing to do with family. The risks and the sacrifices that men made for the advancement of this country and for the benefit of all of us.
These are the stakes in 2024. Now, of course, we could say to Jason Whitlock, why stop there? Maybe go back to when only landowners could vote. Should everybody's vote count as one? There was a time when black folks' vote counted as 3/5. We could go back to other things if the point here is not everyone needs a vote. Let's figure out who the real stakeholders are. But those are disgusting conversations to have. This is what is on the ballot in 2024. They aren't hiding it. So anyone who is playing the, people on the left are making their arguments for what they think makes sense, and people on the right are making their arguments for what I think makes sense. A third of this country wants an overtly Christian version of Sharia law to become a dictatorship, and they believe they are more entitled than anyone else, especially those who disagree with them, to dictate how this country is going to function. So for those who are saying, I don't love Biden, I might just stay home. This is what's on the ballot. You might not like Biden, but Biden wants to improve access to healthcare. Biden has done more student loan forgiveness than any president in history. Joe Biden is overseeing, to whatever degree presidents are responsible or not, Joe Biden is overseeing an extraordinary economy. Have you seen what's happening with unemployment, inflation, and the stock market lately? Has anybody seen what's going on? And then on the right, they're arguing about, was it good for women to get the right to vote or not? I don't know. Should abortion even be legal at all? And if not, who should go to jail? Should it be the women or the doctors or the fetuses or everybody? Who should go to jail, right? This is what is at stake right now. It is lunacy what is taking place. And the right is welcoming this stuff with open arms. Using the internet without a VPN can open you up to all sorts of issues. Hackers have more access to your data, including your finances. Without a VPN, your activity can be logged and monitored by your internet service provider, by advertising companies, and then that data can be sold, which means your personal browsing data is floating around out there. You should use a VPN. That helps make you anonymous online. It encrypts your internet activity. The VPN I've been using for years is Private Internet Access. Our sponsor, Private Internet Access, is the VPN that people trust because it's the only VPN that has proven multiple times in court that they do not log user activity. People also love Private Internet Access because it's fast. If you're streaming movies, downloading large files, it works great. You can use Private Internet Access on unlimited devices with just one account. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee, 24/7 customer support. It's a service you can count on. Private Internet Access is giving my audience a huge 83% discount. You can subscribe for $203 per month and get 4 extra months for free. Go to piavpn.com/Pacman. The link is down below.